doing things. I was talking to my dad this morning and we were talking about the serenity prayer of life. Like anybody out there know the serenity prayer?
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
We were talking about healthcare,
Mm-hmm.
cost of gasoline, and then politics. At which point I said to my dad, "Are you drinking?" Um, we have very difficult political beliefs, and it's okay. It's okay. That's the beauty of what we're talking about today is alignment and the joy of being.
Yeah, because it doesn't depend on anybody else but yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. Huge, huge reality check too, because how often, like, I mean, I'm on TikTok, so that's why I'm looking over here. How often do we expect another person to change to make us happy?
Or we have rules that we've accepted as outside of us, and we look for the measurement in others without looking to ourselves and our beliefs. And if our world really, it really does just exist in our head, how we see something. Have found many times in the last few weeks going, and why would you want to think that way, Kitty?
My God, that four brain book,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what is it called again?
Um, Whole brain learning.
Whole brain learning. Oh my God. Whole brain learning. Somebody put that in the comments, please. Because off the hook book, um, mind blowing.
Yeah, it's just about how the mind works. And once you understand that, sentences like, well, that's just the way I am don't exist. It's like, that's just the way a part of me is, you know?
Yes.
I mean, I really like the idea of a brain huddle. I've been doing it a lot where it's
Oh, me too. And then it's breathe.
breathe. R is where R is realize what region is talking in the moment. What
Yes.
um BRI is inquire what everybody else needs. A is appreciate everybody all of those parts of what they need, and then the N is navigate from choice, from alignment, what it is you want to do. You know.
Masterful.
Mm-hmm.
Masterful. When we can recognize within us, when we identify what that conversation is inside of our mind and who's speaking in that moment, how they're reacting. You know, so often I look at that little girl, Nancy, who seems to be on the frontage here, totally like, oh my God, she must get along with everybody. I walk into a networking event and I'm like, please, God, let there be someone I know. And then I'm like, crickets, right? I'm like, shit. Now what do I do? Right? I mean, like ducktail and run. No, you paid for this.
And sometimes the energy when you rest and have all four parts, maybe that you do run. You
Well,
know.
depending upon it, right? Like if I accidentally booked myself into a political rally, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like I gotta go because I can't do that boa constrictor feeling for me.
I
Doesn't
don't
mean
want to do
no
it.
can no, I don't
Right.
want to. Yeah.
I don't want to do it. And what I've really enjoyed about doing the brain pause is I also have it helps you hold in alignment all of the parts of you and then make a choice about them versus, first you have to remember the 90-second rule, um, which
This is
is
important.
um, just feel where it is for 90 seconds. no thoughts about it, like, oh, it's here, or I really feel it in my legs. They feel heavy. I tend to feel things all in my chest and my digestive system. And because what neurologically needs to happen when you have a strong emotion is 90 seconds to just feel it. And then the body can release it. And what we try to do when we try to stop it right away is we get it trapped.
Yes.
And then it hits lots of other things that haven't been released. So just for 90 seconds, and that's where that breathe comes in. You might have to sit there and just breathe for a minute, concentrate, feel where it is, breathe into it, and then that are, where is this coming from? Is this coming from a survival point, which is just as valid as the spiritual point when
Completely.
something's happening? And
Completely.
that,
It's the Mentos in the Coca-Cola bottle.
yes, right. It is.
It happened to me yesterday. I had a message from a friend and her mom passed, and the message was just frantic. So I called, no answer. Then the text message, a call later on in the afternoon. We haven't spoken, and I've been sending her so much love and light. Talking to her as though she is here because I'm talking to that part of me.
Right. And that part of you is connected to her.
Absolutely. When and I've done this before where I'm working with a client and I'm like, okay, let's breathe together.
Right.
So powerful.
It is. It's an interesting day for us to be talking about this. This is the anniversary of my mother's death when I was young. Oh, wow. 40, I'm going to do the math, over 40 years ago. No, over 50 years ago.
Wow.
And every July 22nd, I pay attention. You know, it was interesting that it was yesterday I found the message you sent me. Beautiful chapter. If you have not, that was, so you're recording your book right now.
Yeah, the Audible, it's been recorded. The whole thing is done. I'm waiting for the thumbnail graphic so then I can do the upload to Audible. It's amazing. I would have never imagined me doing the uploading stuff. And I'm like, okay, I got a list. And if I need help, I can ask for help. That's big too. Asking for help.
Well, that's part of the alignment, the joy of being, for me to go, you know what? I need help. And not have another internal conversation with your 4 characters about it. Everybody agrees we need help. Let me ask.
Yesterday, I was helping a friend of mine with QuickBooks, and I was trying to get everything connected with the bank. So put the bank card number in, and then the online password, and he gave me the online password, forgot part of it. So I locked him out of his banking. He's still trying to get in. Sorry.
Call the bank, they'll reset it.
They'll reset it. Yep, they'll reset it.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. But anyway, I'm going to go back to her chapter 14, right?
Yes.
In which book? Tell the audience.
That's the first one. Choose Joy: A Survivor's Guide for Hope. It's underneath my name if you're on YouTube. That came out on October-ish, 2024. And the next one's coming out October 6th because the 9th is a Friday and you can't launch on a Friday if you've got any sensibilities, which my publisher does. God bless my publisher, Becky. And oh my gosh, okay. And this isn't deflection. This is beauty. So I'm on the launch team for another book. I ordered it. Oh my God, it's so exciting. I have to go into, spirit, work with me. Thank you. Yeah, it's funny. I ordered it and then I shipped it, and the shipping was more than the book. And this is all in American dollars, which is, more because
the exchange rate last week was $1.42.
Yeah, it's just fucking gross.
Mhm.
Um, is it this one? Oh, here it
I was
is.
in Quebec last week, folks. That's why I know that.
Right, you know these things, yeah.
Mhm.
So the book is called "Fuck Up Your Kids with Grace and Humor: The Truth About Parenting."
Oh, that sounds like a funny book.
Isn't that great? And the lady is from Australia, New Zealand, that neck of the woods. So when I ordered it and I sent her a message, an email to her and Becky, and I said, I hope it comes with a stripper for the cost of the shipping.
Um,
Dear Mr. Amazon driver, please don't. Um,
yeah,
please.
I love my Amazon driver here.
Which
That was
part
funny.
was funny?
Um, a stripper with the cost of the
Probably.
shipping. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure that was the sentence I thought was funny. Um, I have a so Amazon, if you're listening, which you're listening to everything, there is an issue when I live in Maine where you pay your I don't know what it is in Canadian, but it's 15.99 here in the States for Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
All right. So when they tell you it's a service, right? 2-day delivery, all that. Well, good luck in the state of Maine, in Aurora, Maine, getting it in less than 6 days. So I'm calling them every month saying, look, you need to discount my monthly because you can't do it.
Yeah.
So, and they keep telling me about they're getting a new distribution center. It will be better. Well,
That's lovely.
yeah, that's lovely. That's
In the
fine.
meantime and in between time,
Well, and I am not a baby. This is a first world problem. I understand it's a first world problem.
in
So
that, no, you know what? When it comes to finances, it's a situation.
right. Well, and it is a first world problem. People are starving. There are other issues that are much higher than this, but this is $1 billion corporation. And if you
Mhm.
can't solve it, I'm not $1 billion baby. So, um, and
Exactly.
every month I call them and I say, you need to give me something because you can't get it here. And
Yeah.
I understand but it's also 20 miles for me to drive to go get anything. So
Well,
part of the reason I keep it.
and
So,
that's where the beauty of what's happening within our world. So instead of having a misogynistic situation, um, globally, my dad lives in Mexico and he loves the female president.
I
And
like her too, I gotta
you know
say.
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? Booyah, Chicana,
yeah.
like so beautiful. If the man in power in the United States steps down, there's another man in power. If the man in Canada steps down, I don't remember. Um, um, the
That
beauty of,
seems to be part, by the way, of the alignment, this detaching from, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we have a community that's in our vicinity that we have the opportunity to change. So Kitty is going to be one of my guests more often, and we're going to start doing some evening things
Mhm.
because we flow so well. And then we bring one more person and one more person on. I can't do this on Gnostic TV. Gnostic is a one-on-one situation. That is my agreement. And at first, I didn't want to do it that way. I'm like, nah. And I understand the logistics.
Mhm.
I believe that's more of a feminine. I am a woman. So falling back out of the fighter, which is the fighter within the second memoir, it's a different kind of a fight. It's an internal understanding of how important inner freedom is. And inner freedom is solidarity with me.
Right,
So I
right,
can become a leader of my own life. I don't need to change the world. I change me,
right.
you know?
And that's what if we could look at the joy of being as alignment, what does that mean? And even as we look at changing ourselves, how are we changing ourselves? What are we attracting? Are we beating at ourselves so that's just a different feeling of I can't get through this? You know, um, it has been amazing to hear how I've spoken to myself in my head over all these years. Things
Oh
I
my
wouldn't.
gosh, right? Like what a dump truck.
Yeah.
What a
Think.
dump truck. Just garbage, just garbage. And it's so interesting because I remember when I first took psychology. I mean,
Hmm.
I was working towards abnormal psychology so I could understand my ex-husband. And it was the beauty of an understanding of myself. So many people go into social work and psychology because they want to fix the world.
You want to help. Yeah. Right.
Fix you first.
Right. You have to, you first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that is the paradigm screen you're taking all this information in under anyway.
Well, and then if you look at the beauty of the relationships that you had that led you to the relationship that you have,
Hmm.
and I mean, I love the lineage that I have, the addiction, just like you, because it helps me see the transformation that is possible.
Right.
I
Right.
was talking to somebody yesterday about cocaine, and they were talking about, I can't believe I put that nasty shit up my nose. I would never do that now. And yet they were the one that had the lines, like they were the spirits singing Hotel California, lines on the mirror, lines on the face, because that was the reality.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You can check out anytime, but you can never leave.
Right. Oh my gosh. And now, with being here in Kelowna, I was talking to my friend Melissa this morning, and she's like, it's a big one for you there, isn't it? I'm like, it always is. Because I'm here with Biggie. And he's napping because he's getting ready to throw the ball later, catch the ball. And kids are away in France. So it's Biggie and the Ashes.
Hmm.
Like my ex husband's on the mantle. And I put my memoir up for him to read in case he's got time. My son says to me, Mom, he ain't going to read it. I'm like, that's okay. It's coming out on Audible. He can listen.
Yeah. I mean, since we're in this bare bolts basket right now
How much
until
longer?
tomorrow.
Okay. See, I thought it was a longer.
Well, the at 4 degrees, pretty sure I can check. Um, actually, I can't check because I'm on my phone and TikTok, and if I go to check, then I won't be on TikTok anymore. I'm pretty sure it's the 23rd, 24th, but it started really the night of the 18th. So, um, and and of course, there's the cusp of both of them, but this is the actual really big shaking up. And we'll be feeling the effects because this is at 4 degrees. So, anything, if you're a person with the number 4, this is a big deal for you. Plus, the nodes are sitting at 0 and 29, which we know are big degrees. So, and it's about alignment. It's shaking up. It's got the 3 world themes, bigger energies. Um,
It's like the movie The Mummy
mhm.
when the sandstorm comes in.
Yes, it's just. And the other one is Jupiter. Jupiter is the pivoter, the expander, the wants us to learn, wants us to really take a look at that. And because of where Saturn is, though it's not in the bowl, it's on the outside, helping the structure come out of whatever this bowl is.
Well, and
So,
I think that that's the beauty. So I'm working on a retreat, September 11th, 12th, and 13th. Mark your calendar if you're anywhere near Edmonton. Um, it is going to. I'm so excited. We're going to be putting out the early bird really soon, and one of the things that we're going to be working on is spirit. I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like the bowl, the bowl, the bowl. So when you take a bowl and break it, and then build the pieces back with um,
gold.
gold, that's one of the workshops that's going to be available there. I love how they're like slowing down my speech. And then it's not real gold that we're building it back with because that would make the cost like too fucking much. So we're going to use like that. It's kind of like a Sharpie. You push it and then the ink comes out
Uh-huh.
to put that back together with the glue and an understanding. Having something tangible helps. It's why I wear the jewelry that I wear. It
Yes.
helps me. Like this is the one that Daff made me. It's blue and it's got chipped pieces because my granddaughter, when she was a wee one, swung it around and broke it. Um, it helps me speak my truth, even
Yes.
when I'm afraid.
And that's when that brain pause comes in.
Mhm.
I love the fact that one of the things she says to do, and there are quite a few other people I've heard now say this, always say a part of me is afraid.
Yes.
Because that allows us to understand that of the four parts, there's one part of the brain that is more activated at the moment. It doesn't mean the other ones aren't there. And that's what the pause is about, is to bring them online and to take a look.
Well,
Now,
it's so beautiful because when we can identify and then understand. So I'd sent out a few clips of the Audible, and I sent one out to Jared's coach from baseball, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, I wasn't there for you when," and nobody knew, my friend, like nobody knew. And then he gave me a sneak peek. He sent me a link to the children's book series that he is create. I'm like, I love it. So I sent it to one of my sons, and it was just this beautiful wow. And when Jarrett played ball, he played with some of the coolest kids. And now I see them. One of them's traveling Thailand. Um, Another one's engaged to somebody who was engaged to somebody who dated one of my kids. Like, it's so off the hook cool, and it helps me identify, oh, I don't like that one.
yeah,
Which part of me
right.
doesn't resonate with the thought that I have about that person, which isn't even true.
Well, and because we create our own reality with it, in our head about how we take a look at things and what our world is.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's what all these glitches in the matrix are about. As a general shift is happening,
So today is massive visionary energy, correct?
yes, massive visionary energy.
Yeah.
Yes. As a matter of fact, let me just take a quick look at the aspects of today. So the sun enters Leo today. So
Ooh, that's Emily's. That's Emily's.
3:13 p.m. So we're sitting here, that's Eastern Standard Time. So we're sitting here at the 29th degree of Cancer, which is all the lessons of Cancers, the ebbs and the tides of our life. So if today is particularly sentimental feeling. That is because it's in
Feel the
massive,
feelings. Yeah,
it's
a cancer. I remember the lady with Avalon, Shannon.
yeah, Takis. Yeah.
Yes, she talks about cancer in the most wonderful way. Like they're just this. Like I feel, I feel it.
hmm
I feel it.
It's Cancer is the deep dive into the ebbs and tides of the ocean of our life. It is the moon rules it, so it's about our inner understanding, our inner nurturing. And so we're at the 29th degree, and that anaretic degree is about all the lessons of Cancer, all of the lessons of, so it's the sun of the moon. So it's about what moves us forward internally as well. And then today becomes the sun of the sun at 3:13. And what's kind of interesting is we're able really to activate that Venus energy today, how we're putting the pieces together and how it appears for us working. Tomorrow Mercury finally goes direct, where we start to move out of that Mercury retrograde, and we're working in the background with how we're using our voice and how we're experiencing our voice, all in Cancer right now. This, how am I using my voice to nurture and to experience who I am? And interestingly enough, that separate moon that is sitting in Scorpio, okay, is very transformative, isn't really working with our structure or how we put our will together. It's more about the internal tuning in. What do we cherish? And activating that energy. So it's we've got Venus in Virgo, so she's trying to put the beauty of all the pieces together to find balance right now. So we're able to kind of activate that. So there's a lot of ebbs and tides showing up, getting ready for a feeling of I'm going to move forward now. I'm going to move forward because you're sitting there at this precipice to take the steps. So that's today anyway. And then we start to move out of this bowl that has been shaking up.
So for me, and anybody who wants to do what I do, that's your choice. Chat GPT has really been helping me categorize my thoughts and my visions, because I'll get like 10,000 ideas in a month. Can't do it all.
Mm-hmm.
So they, it, I don't know. I've got a list of ideas, and then because I've had systems crash on me before, I'm like, can y'all put this in a PDF? And then I email it to myself or download it or whatever, because there's so much that comes forward in moments like this. And one of the greatest 5 regrets of the dying is not having a legacy, not having something tangible left behind. So getting those thoughts down on paper or tablet or whatever it may be, so that you can move forward and then find somebody who you can trust, someone that's going to empower you, someone that's going to hold you accountable, someone that's going to be a mentor. You need 4 members on your team: TEAM, trust, empower, accountability, mentorship. And then you got to multiply that, because someone might not be available, so that you can move those ideas forward. Otherwise, it's just a bunch. It's pissing in the wind.
Which is very counterproductive.
Very.
um, oh my God, we're almost done. This went fast.
Mm-hmm.
As she chokes on air. Um, yeah, it's an important piece of this conversation. Next week when we get together, it will be the full moon.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm. Full.
Unbelievable how quickly it moves. Because I took a piece of paper, Daphne had suggested this to me, and I wrote down what it was that I wanted, the abundance that I was seeking in my life, and I put it in a box, not to look at until the 29th. And I put it in my God box. Anybody that's ever been in active recovery
Yeah, knows what a God
understands
box
what a
is.
God box is. And I've got things in my God box from years gone by, and I always leave them in there. It's very sentimental for me. And I can already see the tangible results of me allowing the box to take care of it.
So anyone who doesn't know what a God box is, it's an amazing tool where you put a worry, a wish, a desire, and you physically write it out, and then you give it to beyond. Not I'm going to put the power some beyond myself, but the connection inside yourself in the box to work with, to move the energy through, to have put it into words. And then once in a while you read your God box,
Yeah.
especially around in the characteristic in that, since we started with the serenity prayer, we'll probably end with it, to know the difference. So often we put other people's names in our God box to realize they have their own higher power, their own connection, their own, even though I have my world connected to them, they have their own world connected to their, so it's a very powerful tool, very powerful tool.
Yeah. I want to put a poll up here. Oops, can't spell that word. I forget about all these wonderful tools. It's important to have a clear understanding of the camaraderie that we have in this world, because so often we feel ashamed, and alone.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a room and you ask who has struggled with addiction, and then wait that 90 seconds
Yep.
for those feelings to flow.
Shame is a hard one because it's really about an anger turned in. It really is a voice in that first and second character of your brain that
Yeah.
woulda, coulda, shouldas kind of thing, and it always ties into fears of remission. Going back to that place. Um, Shame's a lot of things. Shame is also comes from outside of ourselves.
Even just saying the word remission
Mm-hmm. Yep.
sounds like cancer, don't it?
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's what shame can become, is a
Yep.
cancerous being within you. Same with anger,
Yep.
which when bathed in forgiveness changes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does. Well, I have to move on.
Me too.
Um, I have to drive that 20 miles because to go pick things up today. Um, so I'm excited for the moon. I'm
Yeah, me
excited
too.
to see how this bowl moves on from here. This other alignment. I'm starting to see it in the bigger world already.
Yeah,
So um,
me
it
too.
is, it's not like any other cycle. So it's a shaking up of the joy of being and
Yeah,
aligning with
put
it.
that seatbelt on, ladies and gentlemen.
Buckle up, buttercups.
Buckle up, buckle. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to end the stream on YouTube because that just makes such pretty music.